today. They don't really have too many more options. It's today and then potentially, if they do lose here, a match on Wednesday and Thursday next week. And then
on defense,
so
KRX on attack.
Really got to get it right
Chat,
now
this guy is very hyped up right now. This guy is very, very hyped up. Why am I on 10 FPS? What was that about?
Literally just the 2 chances.
Give me a break here.
Kind of like what the desk was talking about as well. I mean, KRX coming in with their own little compositional switch-ups. It just depends on whether or not the players can make it work. Right now, they have a lot of space, which bodes well.
A little bit of space being made actually onto that A side, and Hyunmin able to open the account for KRX. It's a decent enough start, and Marco unfortunately has opted to take a pretty isolated duel there. The swing not coming through, the trade not necessarily there, but it may not matter.
Wait, these guys actually going to turn up?
KRX
That'd be cool.
are finding the picks that they need in all of these aim duels. It's just Hermes left alive, and he certainly has a bit of a bone to pick with KRX,
let me change my hat so nothing crazy happens.
Not have any success there, and Hyunmin starting well with a 3K in the pistol. A lot of eyes on Hyunmin today.
Let me change my hearts, man.
And a lot of kills as well.
I'm looking at this, just lagging everywhere.
Collect those bodies that way. I mean, just
this is nice.
Right off the get-go, it's you know, a bit of prep work done in the past week coming into this, and just
I think it's because my
having
messing
freeing
up.
on the way towards the back end, having that extra position to cut off rotations, while Hyunmin just continues to pivot back around the site. It's a great way to kick things off.
Probably your background bright changes every day. I don't know.
But, you know, still curious about what this duel is. I mean, I'm hearing so much about Siesta, the Neon, maybe the Rayleigh at some point, but right now it's Wolverine onto the Rays too. They've got 4-1 stacked up closer towards the A site, but KRX have other ideas.
Yeah,
that's not your house.
Side players just poking around here, so Freeing wants to make sure he.
Dude, I would have way more than 2 bunnies if that was my house. I'll say that much.
Onto Siesta. Pretty routine.
I would have about
there at all. Seaside being
50 times the amount of pets I have.
Being explored by KRX.
Oh yeah, this entire round has KRX written all over it. Get a load of this guy.
Yeah, Freeing having a nice little warm up.
Dude, Chambers on attack now. Just dominate over towards A. That's like the biggest change we've seen so far over towards A. The Chambers can just walk out here and do everything. It's like what I was saying on Plat Chat. You actually have like 2 options in terms of pathing now, which just means that you can always be out.
Yeah, no more knuckle sandwiches here.
Is YouTube on live chat? Probably.
This bucko is done with the site, and now
they are now.
Just the whole team of KRX.
Just said probably not, to be honest.
Pretty much clearly taking down what seems to be just Ray holding into a corner.
Dude, it's a clean start for KRX. Let's see, man. Give me some
buy
rounds out here.
There, unfortunately, for I guess Onside to try
Freeing gets some confidence as well.
As soon as those kills were collected upon by
he could go for an op.
He's just gonna have to look towards the next round now. I mean, haven't really seen too much considering the fact that this is just early stages of the game, but. Back then, when Onside played against ART in their grand final, Korean finals, split 2, it was so different. They had like a complete
Okay, just goes for a rifle. A
default
default every single time.
Then suddenly came
Dude,
back.
They don't put the Rays into the A default. How they ever meant to hold A?
A lot of it starts on the back of Hermes. Right now, it's the fast lane. Cloudy to peek off of it too.
Hyunmin does manage to find that trade onto Cloudy, but this is where we really get to, I guess, get a bit of a sense of the mojo of Onside here. Starting a little bit more aggressively in that round, looking for an early fight.
1-for-1 is pretty good.
But at least they're kind of forcing
they
KRX
keep playing this week over towards it. They will always lose A default. Question mark gets created. Leave the Vice here. They got Fawns in case they... Did he miss his Fawns here? Or is it for him to like turtle here if they push down because of the Neon? Dude, it looks like they're pretty prepared for them to fight over towards Rubble. They don't actually have a good team of like re-clearing Rubble. Normally the good re-clears are like when you have a Viper wall here and you can get close and then pop. This isn't actually that good, like this comp to re-clear Rubble. Especially they lost their fade.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's a good way to take that.
He got annihilated. Chat, we're definitely on Young Watch at the moment. He's been struggling.
By Siesta. Maybe this is the first avenue back in for Onside. Wolverine on the kill feed there as well. Both the duelists having the impact that they need to. It comes down to just Bane now. Alone, trying to hold that spike. It is planted open for him, but there is a smoke in his way now.
Honestly, an extra kill would be huge.
Number of players that he needs to get through the spam, not really connecting. Needs some Incredible luck to get through this one. That's a good shot.
Oh my god,
oh,
bro, he actually got a couple. I mean, they got the defuse, but that's good damage. Saves his gun as well.
So a lot of damage done by KRX,
Dude,
but
he celebrated like he won the round. You see him?
Not too bad. It does come down to the wire, though. I mean, sticking that defuse down. Ultimately, if you take a look at, I guess, the bird's eye picture of things, it's freeing with all those kills from the previous round, building up towards the tour de force, and then now
Oof, that is fast though.
with Bane as well. That's a possible nightfall pretty soon. Of course, getting away with his life intact as well, so that's
big round.
a bit more economy than.
There's so much damage he brings to Outlaw out 3.
Well, knowing that his opponents are in low armor.
Amis is on top of it. Pierced by the armor.
Into KRX with how they want to command the lead. Uh-oh.
Damn, that's a nice fight. Crazy dink, by the way.
여기 시설이 있는 것 같아. A 바이스 하나 내가 봤을 때. B 가도 되고 그냥. A 템반 되면 A 가자. B 가자. B 벽 빼진 것 같긴 하다. 아 A 벽. B 아마 사람이 있을 것 같긴 해.
I have to start to wonder if this is where things may
Dude,
start
that was
to
a great
fall
fight.
apart a little bit.
Realistically, do you think
KRX.
ONG can beat DRX? Mate, ONG are
So now
favourites
starting
there.
to see what Onside can do. Very confident round out from them. Just Yong left alive now and below half HP. He doesn't really have a snowball's chance in hell of winning this round. So Onside are going to very quickly equalize this scoreline.
And possibly
Oh
with
god.
the economical situation
You're an
unfolding
idiot, man.
as well, maybe they'll be the ones taking the lead away. I mean, that's the thing about KRX, though. It, you know, kind of like what Achilles was alluding to, the fact that it's just a solo raised duelist makes things a little bit more difficult if your head gets removed.
Good stuff for both their buy-ins, really.
Needs to like stay prepared for
So,
any of these potential
from what I've seen, I've not watched any demos of this team, but from what I've seen, we had double fawns here, like they were gonna fight and re-clear rubble, and then fourth round in, second buy, we had them fight over towards Mount. So it looks like they have a lot. They like to fight a lot in these areas,
KRX might start to
which is honestly
be more
good.
cautious of some of these early positions, even with the ults that they have now. But sometimes you also just want to see things different, like operated differently. You've got Hyunmin onto the showstopper on the next round. Perhaps some explosive entries. Maybe some fighting words as well. I'm hearing reactions from the Korean crowd.
A little bit of a reinvestment back in here from KRX. They've got a couple of hero rifles.
Yeah, and it kind of looks
And
like they might
also
raise it.
holding on to that showstopper. So there's a little bit to kind of work with for KRX here. Onside need to be a little careful.
Hermes gets his own Outlaw out.
They look at it a bit too lackadaisically.
Or that he can one-shot.
Probably just heard the utility being set down.
Dude,
as
they
well,
go
the sheer wall in
deep over
particular.
towards here, and they
But
go
that's
aggro
also
wall.
A lot of
Well, I haven't never
maybe
seen this aggro wall
reliance
before.
onto
It's
freeing
nice.
and to see what he can find in that lurk position. It's been tough, and we haven't really seen too much from.
And then you have an Outlaw that protects it as well. It's good.
The first 2 rounds. If Freeing gets one, that's tour de force, and that's even better. But now, just to alleviate some pressure by.
Yeah, I do think he's
getting
got
that
a.
progression
It's a
smoke.
shame. He doesn't want to. It's one of those weird ones where,
Onside
like,
gaming,
they
I
should
mean, we'll get how
probably
their position as
have
well.
a
Just so
rifle
ready to
here as
receive any
well.
potential hits that may come.
But I get that the
KRX
rest of the
taking a
map
bit of a
becomes
slower
weak.
approach to this round.
Because, like, a rifle spam off the smoke here would have been so nice. We didn't want to give away his Outlaw, so that was pretty good from him. Dude, what is this?
And so eventually push is going to come to shove here, and
They
KRX
they
gonna have to make
hit
their
the
move
wall
and
and he
beat towards
full
B.
pivots over towards A. They just
to
leave
actually
C
smoke off
retake.
that high-low setup, and there's a showstopper here for Hyunmin
Mate,
that might get 2.
Should have been a double.
Doesn't quite clip the second, but 1 is enough for KRX on the entry. As far as they're concerned, they'll push their way through and try to work their way in. Hyunmin for the triple now.
I mean, how do they even retake
Seems like
this? My
KRX
guy's
at
10
the moment really
HP.
are living and dying by what Hyunmin is able to conjure. And in this round, he's done
They
enough.
save their own wall as well. Hey, look at
So
these vice
much
walls
so.
right now.
Now with the post-plant utility as well, just confirming extra positions. Take a look where Freeing is.
Yeah, men, dude, I'm telling you, it's the only pixel buff. That means that both are fries today as well.
Wrap around. It'll be a tough post plant to break here for Onside. They were having a bit of a look, but Wolverine cops a bullet to the head, and so that'll be the end of that for Siesta, as he's happy to try and hold on to that Phantom for the next round.
Big round for them.
So
Still another gun in heaven that Mako should be.
I
I showed that one.
Saying, a lot of it really feels like it's coming off of Hyunmin today so far.
Not wrong there.
Wait.
8 kills, 2 deaths. Maybe one inconsequential one by Mako.
Take the gun win, I think, there, but...
Man, I really should have had Hyunmin in my build there. Still early,
with the death from Mako, he's one away from his ult if they wanted to try something like that.
Together by him. He's got the smoke support by Mako, gets the showstopper around towards back sight, and then continues to find 2 more up around the top of heaven.
Like, it's a nice fast shot, man.
Of course, Onside Gaming trying to get those trades through,
KRX need on attack? I don't know, man, because their defense is so bad normally.
Players like Hyunmin.
You would look at this comp and you would go 6 would be expected now with what Chamber does on attack, I would say. Gotta update it probably. But would I feel good about KRX having 6 rounds? Nah, not really.
For Onside, they're going to try and set CS up.
They try set up their chamber every single round with no util. So by setup, I mean he just walks and just hopes for the best.
He's just going to sort of prompt them in that direction of the C site, which they're more than happy to take by the looks of things. Hermes will be connected upon by that Nightfall. We'll just have to play for the retake here.
These guys leave C all the time. Even on that other round, they were willing to leave C, so they must have a legit C retake.
This all comes down to how they hold it post-plant and where the spike.
I'm excited for Mako. He's got one flash here.
They have to hold out by stairs, which means Young's position a little bit tough to work around. So the whole team here
does his God smoke a little deeper than other teams, but
retake util getting tossed on in. Now the retake kill starting to come through as well, but that's very swiftly brought
they didn't
down
know
by
where they
Playins,
were.
Who can't quite hold on for the third. Maybe there's still a world in here for Onside.
They didn't know where they were. They ate the Omen flash into a Vice flash.
KRX
they just stopped.
Working their way
they just
into
stood still.
This half now and starting to look better and better.
And better would be the key word. I mean, ask for the team to deliver, and deliver they did. It really comes down to a bit of the post-plant utility as well. And this is what Yong does as the Vise. Maybe you have the smoke supported with Mako.
Got annihilated.
Towards the front ends as well.
They just stopped.
So he's just saying, like, it's delicious that they just walk into his crosshairs bit by bit. Works out perfectly with the push coming forward as well. So doubled up the scoreline against Onside now, and it forces the time out.
Well,
maybe not quite the.
I imagine they're not going to leave C and retake anymore. And with what I saw earlier, I reckon they're just going to fight all the time. D-mount A.
Very incredibly confident all throughout a lot of the content pieces. Oh my gosh!
I don't think they're going to let them have.
Watching here as well. They're locked in for playoffs.
Don't
like
think they're going to
let
them have all the space for free.
Right? We've all kind of been there when you're just sort of waiting to do your thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got some time off.
Come and watch.
Nice. 2 weeks, right?
He was previously signed with...
What's the only picks of him? Last time he co-streamed, his 2 favorites were basically Boaster and
got to play an official match with them, so...
Yummin.
Just a bit of support.
And then he's going to be at Shanghai, so
finding those rounds get put
that's
together.
the buff.
They have the ults to make it work.
He's going to be gutted when they're not there, though, because honestly, both of them aren't making it.
Perhaps not quite the round yet, and you still have to watch out for freeing with this op.
He's got his twin Brock. That's true.
Seems to be what we're going to be getting from them for the most part on the attack, at least here of Lotus. Things may change up a little bit when we see Onside on the attack themselves, but they're going to need to build themselves.
So it is just an eco, but they're at least fighting.
Rounds, and you'd imagine it probably won't come here. That gets a bit messy for Bane.
Now do they group together, just fight somewhere else? Not really. They kind of split up.
As far as Onside are concerned.
Yeah, right. Neat little triple peek.
Okay, Prowler over towards C, then it's going to gamble A. I will say, like, you know when they're leaving sites,
maybe the safer call would, if they're
pretty much gambling right.
Freeing, but
like they left C earlier when they did the deep wall. They hit over towards B. Left C here as well, heading over towards A. They kind of, they look like they got some kind of read with C down. Like they don't re-clear back round to mount.
Coming through from Marco's, making short work of the site. Awkward timing for Yong, but still going to be okay. It's again another couple of kills in another round for Hyunmin, who just seems to be putting them together. 5-2 now, and KRX, I mean, look, I predicted for KRX, but I don't even think I expected them to look this comfortable at this point in the game. I mean, this is looking a little bit, dare I say it, too easy right now.
A little bit. I mean, that's okay. Well, you know, it's still relatively early, maybe not so much in the map anymore, but this is KRX's map pick. Probably something they studied up against Onside Gaming's last performance against ART in that final.
Did they never fight multiple mounts?
So a lot of different
like I don't.
Set up around
sure, let's see how the high-low gets. Dude, their whole thing after the timeout was to face front B all the time. Same on the eco, same on the buy rounds.
And high-low just to mark down A ruins or rubble.
Problem is, it doesn't get you anything.
Smokes come in though, so KRX looking for perhaps an alternate route into
such
the
a
site,
long corridor that doesn't get you anything.
Pop flash and swing through this smoke instead. Something that Onside Gaming might not be too privy to right now.
Stealing sight. Paranoia goes through. Don't know that necessarily connected onto Ray. He's still going to be a factor in this round as he tries to hold on to the site.
He did great to get one here.
A 1-for-1. That's not really enough. KRX once again take the A site and freeing his.
Trying to jump peek to bait the op on the angle.
Waiting for the peek
done.
Eventually. Goes for the swing himself and
Good
runs right
little bait.
into
Visor
Wolverine,
for a Visor. Coming winning that might be the round, by the way. Got his ult.
Win. Siesta looking for the fight that he eventually manages to find. But doesn't want to go swinging into that showstopper.
Gamin popped it so early, thought that the Razor was searching.
Nothingness. Defuse on for Onside. Time starting to tick away here for KRX. They need to
shot.
swing. Hunman might be able to do it again. Hermes is there though.
Dude, look at the HP on this one as well. It's close.
To the round, a third on the board, just
yeah, I don't know what the sound was like here because no one was even close.
And that's gotta feel pretty good for young Hermes as well. Like, Termy, look at me.
Ult for ult, yeah. Dude, this is one of those rounds where like KRX, once they had the ults, you just better just save all your ults so that you can just win the round after. Especially with like how the money works in this game where it full resets.
Overdrive as well, but
they tried to go 1-for-1.
Even with a bit of positioning, Hermes was the one who was able to put together that little
it's a big round for
transfer. So not too bad, and it keeps Onside Gaming going further. We'll see.
Did you see the upcoming map rotation? Yeah, it's not too bad.
Now, with advanced positioning outside,
it sucks, but it's not that bad.
There's an aggressive spot for Wolverine, but it might just work out as Free was not expecting it.
He's winning all of them.
So again, advantage Wolverine in the sniper duel at this stage.
That's like the third time now.
I mean, there was questions obviously of what freeing would look like.
Too old, thank you so much. Too old for tea, thank you, bro. 41 months, long time. Sorry, 42 months. Hey, how's Young out here doing this?
Starting to open up Mound a little bit. All of a sudden,
Jack as well. Hello, mate. How we doing, bro? Appreciate 29 months. Thanks so much for that as well. That team as well with the Prime. Thanks so much for the 7 months. Thank you for that as well.
Just a bit, but they're also.
Who wins EMEA today?
You can tell by how they're positioning around it.
I think Fnatic win.
Back towards A site. The operator is certainly a big threat looming against KRX. So they're trying to just overwhelm this site, but Wolverine's in position.
It's probably job life, let's be honest.
Ray 6 waiting and holding that U till you've got to be patient here as KRX. They might just walk straight into it, exactly as you've said.
There's the paranoia from Ray. Boo will be in here at one point.
Down all that much. They have 20 seconds to work with here. The contact play hasn't quite
I will say Ray
out,
is doing great at getting his ones. Every single time he he has to get one.
Cloudy is and Wolverine as well, and they're aware now that that Nightfall has connected. A missed shot, that'll be the end of Wolverine. So it all falls on the shoulders now of Cloudy to try and clutch this round out. But Young is putting on
Did we put this guy in the chamber?
And KRX have
He's frying on the Vice. The attack Vice is 8-2.
But Onside put together in that last round. There is no success here in terms of putting enough rounds together for Onside to really feel comfortable just yet.
Quite different from that game that they played against ART again. I mean, high pressure situations, but this one just unbelievable because Bane with the spike plant.
It's so hard to retake C, man. We keep talking about it.
Gets that extra bit of information, you know.
Just anywhere at the back here is just
kind of forced
unreal.
him to take that duel.
Headshot pause into an angle. You have to check like 3 different angles.
Now it's an outlaw. Still a little bit concerned for freeing though. Apart from the one Marshall round, it has been kind of rough, but at least it's just still that sense that presence against Onside. Onside a bit more daring this time though. They are looking to take a swing against him.
Well, maps are rotating. Abyss is coming back, and Breeze is gone. It's not too bad. Yeah. There was a rumor that Split was going out, and Icebox is coming back. That would have been hell.
Go back towards B site, which Right now, looking very ripe and open for them.
Cover going out.
Smoke will alert KRX to
Outlook can one-shot all of them. Dude, they love a...
space being taken around
I wonder how
A,
often
so
KRX, like, late round hits C if they don't originally take mound control. Like, the read that I'm seeing from ONG here is if they don't default C, they actually don't end C. Oh my god, nice shots.
He's doing it against the ecos, I will say.
Yeah, but it's still nice.
On the rifle rounds, on the gun rounds, he seems to struggle a little bit
thank you
more.
so much, mate. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you for the 21 months. Long time as well from you, bro. Thank you for that.
I don't know. Can we be too critical? They're
Did you hear the Champions Anthem trailer? It sounds good, man.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Like, look at that, 3K.
The fact they got Ollie
Another
is
tour de
big.
force before the half ends.
Yeah.
Wolverine has an off now, though, so it's another little sniper duel. We'll see how this one fares. Oh, but
yeah, I reckon it'll be at least my favorite Valorant theme.
Maybe a bit of a contact play. They can take down an early player, but nothing found yet. Just Siesta with information to an exchange of utility, but also an empty spot around C mound. Onside looks to exploit this.
They found my trap.
You an Ollie fan? I mean, they got 2 of my favorite albums,
Again, a
man.
slow walk from KRX. They don't have anybody watching the opposite side of the map, though, so sort of right in pointing out that there is a bit of progress being made over towards C, even towards B. It's a bit more of a forward hold. At some point, Onside are going to think, we're not really seeing anything else on the rest of the map, so there must be a bit of a setup outside of A. Prowler's gone forward in mid.
That Paterno, yeah, it's such a banger. Dude, I'm
I'm
telling you, Young is frying. He looks like a completely different player.
The B side opened up.
He's done enough there, though. Again, Ray will always get his one.
Maybe he should have been dead to the spam, but in the end,
Such an easy pivot,
it's still not going to be enough to hold on to this round at all. Ray is getting away with a lot on 19 HP.
Maybe he's good for 2.
Well, he's now back down to the 2v3. Now, I was thinking, like, it would have been tough for KRX to try to pivot back over to another side because of that op presence. But they actually managed to make it happen because Yang got a 1v1. Retake's tough for Onside here unless they can take a duel, but oh, the shots whiff.
Oh, Wolverine, he's keen for the fighting here.
Guys, you gotta save this. I know you're really feeling it. You gotta save this.
He's going to try to work his way in onto the side as well. Wolverine just has Freeing's number. How much does that really help Onside, though, as that spike is ticking ever so quickly now? They are really running out of time. Marco finished off. Bane, however, being alive will secure this round. Again, another one for KRX. And
honestly, they got that close line. I thought they would have.
To look pretty dire for Onside.
Just hoping that perhaps it wouldn't end in a 3-9, but who knows with how the economy goes at this point.
You saw them live this year and saw the dehumanized reveal. That's pretty cool. Dude, it's nice they've gone back to. Dude, they're always very hit and miss in terms of what type of music they want to do. Like they're kind of going back into heavier.
It just comes down to how quick and how fluid KRX are now being, despite it being a singular duelist composition. It's Young who's still able to take some of these 1v1s on the rotate. He's 10 kills and only 3 deaths. And now they're playing the default.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Mate, Young is.
For Wolverine, apparently, if it's not
Young is looking like a
scope,
different player. Dude, imagine he was like this every single time.
4 out of his 5 kills might actually be.
They wouldn't have done any roster madness.
I think you would be right, Jordan. Now with this positioning as well, could just push up, steal guard, and pop in the B side, or get some kind of a peek.
This is a bit weird. Cloudy beat the timing of the trip.
They're try to regroup once again with Freeing. Someone's going to watch the flank. The rest of the team
it's a little
push
unlucky,
forward.
man.
Bully Hermes into submission. The
Dude,
guy has been
KRX, by the way, they actually. I
feel
a little bad for ONG.
Trying to work off of his utility, but
they have a read on them. They no joke have a read, by the way. They never end C if they don't see mount default. Like they never go back, re-clear this, and then go.
So
So they can stack here all the time.
KRX into this A site, and it's going
Yeah,
well
he saw the
so far.
smoke.
Hermes!
Oh my god, he did good against his
I
old
don't know
team.
how he's gotten away with 3, but unfortunately, there's a showstopper on the other
Damn,
side.
they
It won't matter.
needed that.
Siesta
That's the
saves
Hermes
the
round.
day for Onside. Hermes just getting away with murder in the middle of the site.
Dude, how's he getting
Nobody
3
wanted to
there
shoot
though? The
back
3
at
is
him.
insane.
A 4th for
Ball's
Onside.
not bad.
Should have probably been 9 there for KRX. Let's have a look back.
They
at how
should.
this
I
round
mean,
ended up
on
playing out.
paper, it's
Great
not
start
enough for sure, but
Indeed.
yeah, like you can see
Bring
the
does
smoke
mark the
there.
flank. But it's like this.
Mate, how
right
did it take him so
here.
long to pop this ult?
Not the cleanest. It's bloody. It's scrappy. But right at the end when it's needed most as well, Siesta on the Guardian.
He definitely messed up the.
Freeing just
Yeah, he
does
messed up the
not
animation
have a
cancel for
shot.
sure. But even then, I don't think it should
I
have
mean,
taken that
I
long.
think it's less about that. I don't know that it necessarily comes down to freeing for me. I think that the 3 players swinging into one guy with the Guardian probably needs to
Should
be
have.
getting a little bit more done there, but
Your
in the
KRX
end,
though, I
still not
think
a bad half for
you're loving
KRX.
this. Yeah, you got a double
Kelvin,
senti,
no
you got 8 on
surprises.
attack.
The first half MVP.
But the problem is, last time,
pretty
well, every
good
single time
stat
we've seen
line.
their defense on
And
Lotus,
you would
it's
look at
just the
this and you would say,
same
and
thing
it's a full
over
lead,
and
that should
over
be enough
again.
to
Every
close out
buy round,
on your own map,
the Chamber
especially,
just in charge of A.
this KRX lineup so far this
And they
season
don't give
has
enough
certainly
util to set it up.
left a few question marks unanswered, so not prepared to count my chickens before they hatch just yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's the first time that we're seeing Onside in the play-ins right here, the first day. So still kind of tentative as to how the rest of things could go. It was a 5-7 the
9.8.
last
Thanks so
time
much
they
for the
played
prime,
against
mate.
ART
Appreciate you
in
doing
the
that.
grand final. Took a while for them to get started on the attacking side as well, Onside. So
This is what they did last time. They mixed it up with a pistol, Chamber starting over towards C, and then every single time they try to set him up there.
with how Young is able to slow Siesta down.
How many bullets is
Of course, depends how
6?
Onside tries to work around the setups too, but right now, a challenge towards C-Mount.
Full bait, by the way.
With that headhunter to look for a couple of heads, doesn't have
Full
any
bait.
success.
He's getting
Against
spammed.
Wolverine that will get the
He's
better of him,
tucked.
so bit of a
haven't
rivalry
che-
starting to
yeah.
develop there. Young
Yeah,
is going to be clear. There's no doubt in my mind that he's not getting away
Damn.
with this. Okay, I lied. You looked for so long and then didn't clear it. It's just unbelievable that he gets 2. But hey, you just got to take what you can get, and Young happy to take 2 heads, brings it back to 3 on
Hyper
3.
Eagle, thank you so much for
Bait
the
now.
10 months, mate. Appreciate that as well, thank you.
Ultimately gets cut.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
able to
might not
beat
matter on this one. That was the
Hermes
big
to
kill.
punch. So still okay here for Onside.
Otherwise, still also a little bit perhaps lethargic for both sides. You know, little corners overlooked, but also duels not being taken.
They didn't see the marking, they
But
might not know
onto
the tag.
Possibility of a retake in this 2v3.
They might not even
Youngman's
put a
got
mark
the
on there
nade,
'cause of the
Mako has
pistols.
the flash. The smokes just come back up as well. What's curious though is
They
what
middle
is
pen or are they low
positioning?
pen?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Very, very
In
nice.
the end it does. For Hyunmin at least. Onside win the second half pistol.
Is low pen, I'm not sure, go on the back wall then.
Certainly not over yet. KRX have a good lead, a significant lead at the end of that first half, but if this defensive side doesn't go well for them, then they're going to be up the creek.
Yeah. Labored or not, I mean, the duels, the fights are all there. So KRX, I mean, again, if you are rooting for them, you would need to see them just really tighten up some of these screws and
Oh,
little
not
bit
this
cleaner.
one.
but they're pushing out.
The
on this
Eco C
Once again, it's
default.
freeing.
Certainly looking for it. Didn't have much success in that last round. Oh, and has to get back out. He's forced away by some
It's
of
only
that
one here.
attacking side util.
Oh, okay.
Spider sense tingling here for
Yeah,
Wolverine.
nice
Gets
from
the
him.
gun
That was
out,
good.
but only good for the 1
He
for
realized
1.
something was up.
Paranoia to go forward as well, just pushing.
Maybe
Onside
because of all the
away.
distance he
A-side
got
has
over towards
more or
A.
less
Maybe
been
there's a footstep, I'm
cleared
not sure.
out. That's why they're
Nice,
on
doesn't
their
stick
merry
around.
way.
Quickly backpedaling and trying to hold the angles as well, alongside this Bulldog Siesta in position to support. It's Cloudy
Look, mate,
alone.
hey, look at
in
this
alert.
angle in heaven. Holy, holy.
Oh, missed shots from
Oh,
Hermes, but
okay.
recalibrates nicely onto Bane. Still a 1 for 1 though, so maybe KRX looking at this as something they can potentially still put together with the time that they've got available. I
Still
think
got his,
that's going to have to come from freeing, but down to the Sheriff. No more shots in the head. Hunter, Hyunmin, only the one.
Very nice.
Not going to be enough to trouble
Then you lose one
Onside.
gun. Dude, why is it lagging now? What is going on?
6 to 8.
Playins go Twitch
Scoreline
today.
is creeping ever closer.
With a Twitch day.
Yeah, still not the cleanest of rounds, and that's what I'm paying more attention to, the fact that they've kind of lost a couple of guns. The Phantom preserved at the end, but it still costs them a lot of bodies, so economy a bit rough for the next one, depending on how it goes. We'll also see if KRX are able
Granddad's
to indeed deny that
91st birthday
bonus.
today. Holy.
4 rifles and a lot of light
Grandpa
shields now.
Slug. 91,
But
chat.
thing to note
Get some
would
happy
be
birthdays.
Hermes loves to begin a lot of these rounds by just
Some
placing
happy birthdays in there.
the shear wall towards the back. Marks the rotate. If not, he might start to push up around it too. Not for this round though. 1-4, just clear as day.
Only
The
3
rest of
years
the team
older
just
than you,
trying to
mate. How does that work?
chip away at the A site. KRX just waiting for this.
I mean, they have so
Oh, there
much early
goes
info.
Hermes again. Leaves the wall alone this time.
1 for 1. KRX need a little more than that. They're going to start to lose their
I'm impressed with Ray. Ray's looking good.
setups. They lose 1 for 1s.
Oh
Yong
my.
is going to try.
Dude, Young's got a
and
lot of
activating this
confidence
mid-round,
right
but
now.
he
You
just
see
gets
that
shot in the
swing?
side by Hermes,
Why is
and
he
all of a
running
sudden
out
this
into
B
sight,
is
though?
taken. That's what I'm talking about.
No
Holes in the
info over
defense starting
towards
to
B
open
main,
up,
just
and
runs over towards
Onside
site.
are in
He actually
for
needs
a
to commit to his
plan.
original swing. Like heavy.
Captures Ray as he's trying to transition through, but that only brings it back to a 2v3, which is still not enough to feel confident for KRX here. They also have freeing kind of out of position. He has to work his way forward. It's going to take some time, and they don't really have the luxury of a whole lot of time right here. Actually, now they can start to have a little bit of a look as they try to activate together. Freeing in for the fight
Nice
against
round.
Siesta.
Pistol into a
Won't be able to
bonus.
win that one, and Bane now has a really tough job to do, which I might even call impossible.
Yeah, as much as Young won quite a
Onside
few
up
of
to
those
7,
other
and
rounds,
as
this
quick
one
as
is
it starts, this second
this
half
one's a
is
big
really
overstep
starting to
from
heat up
him.
now for Onside.
Yeah, a little bit more for
He
Siesta
commits to the
too.
site when
Starting
he
to
has
see
no
him
info
get
from
involved
B.
in a lot of these fights, get the trades going. And it's quite clear, you know, what Onside's tactical plan is. They have Hermes on a bit of a lurk, has the wall. If no one pushes up against his wall, he's able to find pivot position. You know, the rest of the team makes so much noise around a site, it's quite clear that KRX is going to have more reinforcements around that spot. So they suddenly pivot back over onto B, and they just find that so
Okay,
quick.
Outlaw. Everyone
And
can
now
one
with the
shot.
economy on their side as well. Onside looks to dominate, pushing forward in this second half. Let's take
Two
a listen
playing a
in.
double sentient. Oh.
둘다 오펜 레이저 저렇게 블라인드 레이
올라갈만 하냐 이거?
C4가
야 내가 B 프라로 한번 밀고 오자 얘들아. 다시 해야 할 거야 그러면? 아니 웬만하면 다시 그냥 C로 갈 것 같은데? C 올라갈 만해 사실. 프로 한번 막을게.
되긴 해.
앞에 썰게.
Ooh, that was nice.
C로 가자. 바이스 C 홀딩일 거야. 바이스 C 백사. 챔버 워터다. 처음 거서 들어간 거 없어.
다시 할게 너 이거.
오른쪽에 그 무조건이야. 같이 가야 돼.
슬라이드 한번 셀까면서 할게. 한다. 둘 셋.
워터 챔버 잡았고 백사.
Well, here comes Onside into that C site. There was a couple of exciting moments for KRX at the start of this round. That could have been another one for Yong there. It seems like normalcy is starting to return to it as Onside get that plan down. They have the numbers advantage now as well, and just kind of keeping KRX
Kinda
at bay
low.
for the moment. Come in.
Oh,
No
man, she got
chance
that
there,
headshot
really.
there.
Good swing.
Good recovery in the end.
From
They
Onside,
worried me a
leaving
little bit.
Marco
They gave him so
alone.
many ones.
So it's going to be 8-8, and Onside equalizing with KRX.
They nearly
is gonna
gave him
start
the
to put
third
that
one
pressure
over
back
towards
on their
C as
shoulders. I mean,
well.
it was such a great start to the map for KRX, but
Very nice.
maybe it's happening again.
Good
Again,
recovery.
I mean, yeah, I'm telling you, just watch how Hermes kind of gets that forward position
they need
for
a
his
timeout?
team. And of course, a lot of the big swings and trades as well. I mean, not too bad from KRX. It's an outlaw that Mako managed to scavenge from, you know, a dead player as well. But despite the hold from freeing, as soon as the C site was taken, because of Hermes and that little bit of forward space that he finds past his own shear wall, again makes it tough. And what to make things worse, Onside gets the spike plant towards the back of site. They hold out from CT instead, which is so smart. We'll see what Frink can do now onto this op, though.
Yeah, they want to set up the op.
For KRX.
The thing they do every single time, but I will say, at least they had like a good amount of setup on this, and they can get close to their result. This is nicer than what they used to do.
We'll see if
they set up one and gets over towards here, goes in between these two angles.
Just one piece of thorns at the mouth of
ONG
C
should know
side.
this, so you either insta hit over towards C, or we gotta go back and reclear this. It's a nightmare to reclear this, to be fair.
Looks like it might just be an explosive play from Onside if they do decide to go for it over towards C. I mean, they've got plenty of time to wait.
They're hoping for Hermes to be able to spot something now.
Mate,
but
I don't think Hermes is never pushing that, right?
Mate,
Hermes! Look at every single demo.
That'll be the go signal for Onside. Showstopper not connecting. Wolverine up high in the sky will be plucked down by Bane. Now we have to see what Siesta can do. There's really nothing delivered. Just as it seems like Onside are starting to come into their own.
I find this
KRX
is absolute madness.
And they look to hold on to the
He
lead.
flashed though? Yeah, but mate, he can be two different angles to dodge this flash. Doesn't matter.
I mean, it's just magnificent.
If you watch
by
KRX,
like
if you watch 80 rounds of
it's quite
KRX,
clear the plan,
okay,
you know, if
they're all buy
Hermes
rounds.
Falls, the rest of the team just immediately
The chamber
tries to
will
pop
be
off
here,
their timing into
literally
C
here,
site, but
TP
the
here,
call
here,
perhaps a little bit off.
70 out of the 80.
It's
I think I'm
Showstopper,
undershooting
it's
it.
Hyunmin with the nades and
Why-
everything
why
to
would you
hold, and
ever do this?
immediately Wolverine gets shut down. Even a Siesta pops in with the overdrive too.
He's
So
giving him a straight up
all
kill.
things considered, even though this was a round picked up by KRX and being able to clean this one up at the end as well.
Mate, I'm not even studying this team. We know how they play.
It was kind of costly for Onside. Gonna be licking their wounds after that one.
I mean, still though,
Not too sure
like
if he
it's
might
still,
need another
I still think
timeout
he's
by
gonna die there no
Coach
matter
Mike.
what. I just don't think the flash is gonna work.
Perhaps just to be able to write that one off and kind of consider.
You
what
gotta
else
do
could
more
onto
setup.
the
Okay,
next,
this is
but,
good though. They
have
realize
built
that
up
they
quite a
can't
bit
let
of
him
cushioning,
set
so
up,
It's not
so
impossible.
we're going aggro over towards it.
Nightfall Steel Garden available for Onside to try to break things open, but again, it's freeing.
It's a good try though.
It's a good kill. Starts things
The problem
nicely.
is, if
Onside
this
pressure
doesn't
right
work
back on their
now,
shoulders
then they're
now
gonna
as
have to just
KRX
start
looking to
slamming
build a bit
C
of
or B,
momentum in this defensive half. So
which is
Onside
gonna be
pushed
fine because they
away
don't even be
from
one there. Oh, what
Ruins
a
over towards
crazy
Mal,
kill
right
that
into a
is!
headshot from Yong, and at this point, any plan that you had in this round is
The
kind of just
Saboteur
gone
with
up
the tier
in
1, push the
flames,
34 months. Thank you for
Onside
that.
are kind of scrambling just to see what they can do, maybe towards this C site. Ray triggering that wall.
Ah, that was
Can't even
unlucky.
get
Dude,
the
this
better
Ray
of
guy's
Marco,
pretty good,
so
man. That was a good
across
play.
the board, you're losing duels, and
3v5
as a
to
result,
go
you're
for
kinda
something like
just
that.
losing this round.
Off the sound cue. Go down the
Not much
wall,
else to be said.
and then when it pops, you're already swinging the guy water.
Steven trying to hold on to these rifles for 50 seconds now might be tough look at freeing.
Yeah, we gotta be saving this.
It's just showing the extra layer of depth that KRX kind of play around with. A bit of coaching work, just the positions that they work around. A shallow-ish kind of sheer wall
Is
placed
this
around
your
the C-side
normal
makes it tough
speaking
for Ray
voice?
to
I mean,
sneak
I would say
past
it's maybe a
to-
little deeper because of
like
the
he thought
morning,
he could,
but roughly there.
ultimately just pilfered right at the end, and there's nothing much else that Hermes can try to do. He tries to look or source for a 1v1, but there's just too much to consider at this point.
10 seconds left.
So just to save, look to the next round. It's going to be some slight hero rifles, but this is why I said the previous round was pretty costly as well. If Siesta had held on to the overdrive, maybe then you have a conversation for the next one. But because that was already spent, now you're looking 8-10.
Yeah, what do they do
Economy's
now?
down. We're looking at a
Coaches
possible
getting
3,
involved.
maybe 4
It's a
round
great
gap,
time for the
depending
coaches to
on
get
how the rest of
involved.
This could go, and if it is
They
a
lost
4-round
one-
gap, like this map,
They
could be
lost
done.
one round to
Yep.
trying to fight the chamber, and then they lost the next
KRX
round
just
trying to
giving
make sure that the
themselves
chamber can't get set up.
Enough room.
And so
enough
now
room with
you
that.
either double
First
down
half scoreline 8-4.
over towards A,
Despite a little bit of a resurgence
or you
here
get a
from
fast
Onside,
react
it's gonna
over
take
towards
them
B, C,
digging extra
or
deep to get through this map now.
you late
Second timeout
re-clear
coming through
rubble,
from
but you actually
Onside.
put the fade in to help.
Running out of time, and they're well aware of it.
Yeah. They're
They got some
digging,
options.
They're breaking the piggy bank just to try
If
to
I'm
afford
KRX here
something.
though,
No, it's light shields
I'm
as
still
well for
doing
them.
the 4-1.
At least a full
Like
kit
they
to
should
work
still
off
do
of,
their
but we'll
4-1
see.
with the pivot to B. like 4 over towards A, 1 C, then pivot towards B after. Just purely because they haven't been able to solve it yet. You would give them an option that if it starts failing, like if you lose 2 in a row, then I'll either call a timeout and tell you what to do, or you guys should like push C mound or fight B.
At least for this first map, there's still a bit more
Prowler,
to go
reclear rubble.
because
You can dodge it. You can go either
Sunset
side.
hasn't been
It's not like
the
100%.
hottest either, all throughout
You
stage
just
2.
when you prowler out, you
So
kind
there's
of need
always still a
to
chance,
say I
but of course
prowler like
chances are
this.
something's,
You kind of need to be ready to fight
it's
here.
something that we're
Or if you
counting
prowler
here in
this
Playins
most
as
common,
well. Only
then you need
2
to be ready
be
for
able
someone to get on this angle
survive
to
and
shoot them.
possibly qualify for a play
Timing-wise, you need to be ready for the peak.
Free with the operator once again.
Or you to love the gun.
Back to square one here for Onside.
This is cool from KRX. They fake aggro over towards here, so you don't think the chamber's front B. You think they're setting up the chamber, so they might.
The back of the map now.
Gonna say they might walk into that. That was pretty good from them.
KRX.
Omenal.
They're hunting for him. Freeing, having no success there, but now information given over. Onside are into that B
That's a
side.
hard retake. Does Young go for something feeling like he has the timing? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Bane gonna try
Mate.
his timing. Gets a double. That was actually
Bane
more than
is
I'd
just
anticipated out
sent
of
to
that
them.
one. Paranoia here might not necessarily help out too much. Ray still happy to wait.
I mean, Mako
patiently
just
for that
hesitated
fight.
here. If he
Showstopper
goes for this
invested by
earlier on,
Hyunmin
maybe.
will not have any success. Spike's still on the floor here, so Onside do kind of have to go and try and find that. And if Hyunmin gets his timing right, maybe something could happen there. But a brilliant
the vice
round
out of them
from
might
Ray
be the
in
big
end.
win
He gets
here.
the 4K in it with the bold play to teleport back
I
into the
don't
defensive
think
spot.
KRX need to
KRX
change their stuff
now
up. I think they can
facing
just go to what was
that one
working.
round gap again.
Love when a team uses an Omenal
Off
and
the
attack
timeout
like
too.
this, though.
This is
That's
truly
good.
ridiculous. I mean, sometimes known for his
You Omenal
Ray
near over
lane.
towards B,
Now
that
onto the Omen is still
pulls them away
providing a
from
lot
B,
of
you
value
pop
for the
B.
team as well. I mean, Omen TP'd backside, might have heard the rendezvous and just finds positional kill off of it.
Timeout.
Attempt on a timing as well from KRX, perhaps a little bit too risky, too brazen. So once again, the gap kind of gets inched a bit closer, but some economical damage as well does leave.
I think they should just go back to what was
still
working.
wanting a bit more. Of course, Ray can purchase up for Wolverine still, though. Hermes as well.
They use
so
Razor. Oh yeah, Hyunmin used Razor.
kind of
That's not good.
counting everything. It's going to be freeing onto
Wait, they use the Razor in the 4v5?
I mean, you just kind of watch for how a lot of the different positions work around, and that one was
Was it
afforded
2v3 when he
because
popped
of
it?
Ray's kind of
Yeah, it's not good.
TP to slow down the timing, slow down the rotations from KRX. They
They're,
always have to watch out towards the back of Spawn.
There's a couple of these
They weren't
rounds
sure
where
where he was gonna
KRX
be.
need to identify
Not too sure
the
about the next
the
few rounds, though,
percentage is
because
below
if we don't
50,
see
so you save your
someone wake
ults.
him up. What's going on? This
Wake up!
this is entertaining
Oi!
Valorant. Jesus, look
Wait.
at the scoreline.
Paid to be here.
Paid to
But
be.
yeah, I mean, unless Onside changes their game plan and we see something different instead of just, you know, Hermes
Okay,
with pivot position.
they keep going to what was
Might be a
working.
little bit tough.
Apart from my guy hasn't put his
Free,
trip down.
Different angle of approach.
Freak.
And Young to jiggle for info.
Freak was still working out what to do. Okay, now we go back to
And
what
as
was
always, Hermes
working,
again, this
and
is a
on
tough angle for him to
should
take down.
either force C
Freak's
or
marking it.
they
Hermes
re-clear
does
A
have
with
bit of smoke for
Fade.
support, and he's trying to jiggle.
I swear to God, if he walks out of here, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, Hermes,
gonna do it, isn't he?
you don't want to be making this mistake. Freeing's been a little bit up and down in this map, but I think he'd be good enough for that one.
I think he spotted him on the mini map, and Hermes knows where Freeing's position.
Hey,
Just,
the Fade is here.
you can't take
I
that
feel
blue
alright
buddy.
about it.
Cloudy's going to drop a prowl around that corner.
Does
He's
it?
happy to get back on the line.
Now what?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Prowler smoke
nice.
through,
Now we
who's
prowler.
going to
Now you prowler.
confirm
Now you
information
prowler,
and
right?
jump
Okay, we
spot
got the
actually for
flash.
Hyunmin. Freeing is aware that
They
they're
use
now
the
out.
prowler
He's gonna
to
take
be
the peek.
clear
He's
to put the
popped,
flash
he's
here.
looking for it, and he doesn't actually
Okay,
need to
it's
do
not
much,
too
because
bad.
apparently
It's not
Hyunmin's
too
got
bad.
it
It's not too
unlocked,
bad.
and
I'm
that's
fine. I'm fine with
finally
it.
what Freeing was
At least
waiting
they had
for
some
all
theory.
along. KRX, their
Ooh.
patience being rewarded. Just going to duck their way back into their sights with 20 seconds left on the clock. Onside are going to have to come to them, and they're going to have to come with only 3 players up against 5. So not an easy task at all. Hyunmin
Yeah,
winning
I mean, time's
another
just
duel
gone
for
now.
himself.
There was an
Now
idea. There was an
channeling some of that
idea.
form that we
Yeah.
saw early in the first half, making this round look easy. And it's gone horribly wrong
They
for
prowler
Onside. They
over
just
towards the right.
really
Once
get
you're
a feel like
dodging
they
the
got to play
prowler,
that
they
round
then
roll.
have the flash So once he takes the angle again, you can flash, and then the smoke blocks him here. He goes to this angle, he eats the flash.
Attempt at a change up from Onside, though.
Like it's
they're
fine.
trying to find a bit
They got
more
wrecked as the second guy pushed over.
depth, perhaps, with their macro. You know, this time it wasn't just Hermes to try to take the duel. You have Ray with the smokes. You have, was it Cloudy to try to?
From what I'm seeing, though,
source out
I
Fring's
think
position
they should
with
just
Prowler
force
2.
in B or C.
But even with the flashes, even with Cloudy trying to take an angle, one thing they didn't expect was Hyunmin to be that close by.
Oh,
and
okay,
the
they
guys
doubled
just
down.
continued to build up kill
They
after
decide
kill.
to fight over towards A. This is the first time
Now
the
we're
KRX
looking
got
at
this
map
week,
point
though.
pretty
Fate
soon.
starts
This
here. It's just going to be Fada
Maybe
instead
a
of Tether.
big buy from Onside. Oh,
Oh, he was
Hyunmin
going for
again
the fade.
doesn't seem to
He's going
have
for the
too
guy
many
revealed
troubles
at the
finding
back.
kills. He's in and out of that dark cover.
Big kill from
Unfortunately,
Cloudy. Oh,
falls
how's he
eventually.
missed that, Mako?
Onside getting the entries that they need this time around. Even Bane down to 10 HP is barely standing. Hermes should be picking him up here. The only player left to worry about is Yong. His position noted by
They're
that
going to
shield
start
wall
4
as
over
well.
towards A next round.
So he'll be covered by Ray, who misses a sitter. But that's probably not the end of the world unless Yong can pull off something of a miracle Ray here. He's been kind of given a bit of a chance there. Ray will make the same mistake twice.
Ray
if,
is good, chat. Ray is good.
Yong was to get through there, but
Who's their caller?
So
Someone tell me that Ray is their caller.
One. Yeah, really fighting for this map.
there's some of these swings short.
It's Cloudy? Okay.
And again, it's just KRX kind of looking for a scrap. I mean, this time around,
I was really
just
hoping it was going to be
Onside
Ray.
being able to bulldoze their way through a lot of these progression smokes. KRX have had their way with these setups for the longest time. It's nice to see them being made to respect it. Still keeping with the same setup, though. It's both sides, 4-1, and they're
Like
looking
we said,
for
they
the
would
duels.
go 4 here. This is the big duel. This is probably the game on this fight.
Want to start things off, but Hyunmin again.
Oh, they made those shots are good.
To cause a
Mako,
bit of a problem,
lock
and
in,
now
my
it's
guy.
Fring's turn as well to get involved. Mako's there to assist. It's a quicker attempt really from Onside, isn't it? And I think the same thing can be said from KRX. They just butt heads around Ruin, and KRX goes one better, so they should be the team getting to 12.
You just really have to look at, this time around, it's a lot more micro plays.
Needs an overtime here. I think they're out of ideas, man.
Rebel fight actually
I think they're out of
ensues.
ideas. They can win one
Tough for Hermes as
where
he
they just force a
makes an
C with
attempt,
this.
but goes down to the off at the end.
And then they could maybe
Which
win one where
could-
they win a round with the
Coincidentally,
Omenal.
is what started off the round 2.
It is possible.
You have, a lot of the smokes.
They gotta
Hyunmin, of course,
accept
with
that
some
A is not
advanced
happening, though.
positioning. A lucky shot was what kicked things off, but ultimately it's a bit of an attempt with a Nightfall, but Hyunmin being able to swing around with a flash perhaps from Mako to just find some crucial kills to be able to shut down
B
Onside's
split with a
push.
C
And
pump. Mate, they can't
here
get out of
we
A.
are
How'd you
with
expect
map
them to B
point now
split?
secured.
Unless you talk about a
Ults
B
all
split
abound.
through here. Like, they can't get this control. How are you calling a B split right now?
This could be it for KRX, at least in terms of closing out this map. You have the showstopper invested by Wolverine, though, and that's going to be something that
They're just
Mako
going to do
cannot
this. They're
deal
going to
with.
force
Bane
sights.
Here, Hyunmin as well, looking to retake the site before the plan's even gone down. Bane getting it done, but
nuts
3K
shots, bro. That was
will
nuts
finish
shots.
the map off
Dude,
with the help
they look
of
way
Yong.
better.
KRX. Well, there were certainly some
KRX time
questions
machine.
about them coming into this map.
Mate, they
coming
couldn't
into
figure
this
it out.
series, all
They
that
couldn't
hype
figure out what to do.
on the side of Onside.
As soon as they won
And
that
yet it's
default round
KRX
over
that walk
towards
away
A, it
with
was
the win
done.
in the opening map at the very least, and they say, hey, this is